Edited by Jeanne Van Buren Dann and Jack Dann, the anthology In the Field of Fire, 1987, assembles 22 short stories exploring the theme of the Vietnam War through the lens of science fiction. These 21 authors delve into the enduring trauma of the Vietnam era with a blend of fantastical, horrific, and experimental writing, striving to uncover meaning in a period marked by state-sanctioned violence, cultural upheaval, and the loss of innocence. While a comprehensive analysis of each story and novelette exceeds the scope of this summary, below are some critically acclaimed highlights from the collection. Kim Stanley Robinson opens with The Memorial, a poignant reflection on the silence that envelops visitors to the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. This piece underscores the senseless loss of life and the countless dreams extinguished by the war's casualties. Lucius Shepard's Delta Sly Honey presents a solitary soldier in Vietnam who communicates with an imagined patrol of the same name. Eventually, this seemingly fictitious figure responds, inviting the soldier to join in patrols. After killing his sadistic sergeant, the soldier disappears to be with Delta Sly Honey forever, leaving others to wonder if he has gone mad, gone AWOL, or transformed into something else. In The Game of Cat and Eagle, Craig Strete follows a Native American soldier on a special mission in Vietnam, where he seeks to leverage his unique bond with an eagle to turn the tide of the war. However, he discovers a culture in the jungle, one he had only considered as something to destroy, that is far too ancient and resilient to conquer. Karen Joy Fowler's Letters from Home attempts to bridge the gap between those who remained home and those who fought. It explores the disconnection and alienation felt by those without direct experience of the war's harsh realities. For those at home, terms like secret bombings, the lottery, Vietnamization, self-immolation, ho ho Chi Minh, peace with honor, peace at any price, lack significance, while they resonate deeply with those on the front lines. Somewhere, I imagine, on the other side of the world, these words meant something. Somewhere they had physical counterparts. Richard Paul Russo's In the Season of the Rains reimagines the classic sci-fi trope of aliens abducting an Earthling, using it as a metaphorical escape from the horrors of war. When the aliens arrive, one man quickly boards their spaceship to flee the surrounding violence and chaos. A decade later, the narrator reflects on whether he should have joined him. Finally, in Shades, another story by Lucius Shepard, a laboratory in post-war Vietnam captures a GI ghost named Stoner within a force field, adding a chilling element to the collection's exploration of memory and loss. They invite the Western press, including reporter Puleo, to document the discovery. Puleo, who was part of Stoner's unit, witnessed the soldier's accidental self-detonation before the platoon was meant to attack a village, an incident that ultimately prevented a potential atrocity. When they meet, both men carry the weight of their wartime experiences. Their confrontation allows them to process how the war has figuratively and literally haunted their lives. A standout in the collection is Kate Wilhelm's The Village, 1973, which powerfully illustrates the idea that the repercussions of foreign wars eventually reach home. An American town suffers through an unprecedented heat wave, leading to both physical and social decay, amid growing concerns that an unknown they is manipulating the situation. Simultaneously, American soldiers devastate a Vietnamese village during a search and clear mission, sharing the same fear of an omnipotent they that has trapped them in an unwinnable and inescapable predicament. As the soldiers' call for helicopter strikes on the village, helicopters descend upon the American town. In a surreal turn, as the soldiers and helicopters shoot at, beat, and assault the townspeople, communication breaks down. Instead of speaking English, the invading soldiers utter gibberish. Dave Smed's Goats, 1987, depicts U.S. soldiers observing naval gunners and pilots practicing from an uninhabited Hawaiian island. After hours, the soldiers engage in a disturbing pastime of killing the wild goats that roam the island, treating their attacks as if they were in an active war zone. The intensity of their violence is unsettling, yet the soldiers seem to carry on without a second thought, until the story's narrator is suddenly struck by a profound sense of immorality. Gardner Dozois' A Dream at Noonday, 1970, offers an experimental narrative that juxtaposes a scene from the war with a soldier's memories of that day, revealing the loss of his humanity. Ronald Anthony Cross's The Heavenly Blue Answer, 1987, also brings the war home. A veteran returns to America only to find pervasive cultural crossovers, children learning martial arts, people relishing Asian cuisine, and young adults embracing the Hare Krishna faith. He grapples with his inability to escape memories of the war and the old man he killed there. In Bruce McAllister's Dream Baby, 1987, written after years of research and interviews with veterans, an Army nurse becomes addicted to heroin as a coping mechanism for the stress of working in a MASH unit and develops the ability to foresee death. A CIA agent attempts to exploit this gift for sinister purposes, but she ultimately thwarts his plans. This story stands out as one of the few in the collection that concludes on a hopeful note. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.